Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy. This is your Kettlebell MetCon circuit workout. In this workout, we are using kettlebells to work your entire body for strength and metabolic conditioning, or MetCon. So we're gonna get back to basic strength, we're gonna keep our heart rates up for cardio, and of course, I'll give you lots of different options to work to your fitness level. Are you ready? Let's do it. All right, let's start just by getting our muscles warmed up. So you can march or jog, pump the arms, or take them over your head, whatever you need to do just to get the blood flowing, shake it out, get our bodies warm, get our body's temperature up, and get everything moving in the ways that we're gonna be moving with the kettlebells. Let's roll those shoulders. So you can see behind me, I have 3 different kettlebells. I have my 17, to remember what the little one is, my 17, my 26, and my 35-pound kettlebell. Let's take one arm at a time to the back. I'm gonna be working probably with all 3 at some point. And if you have options, keep them close by. If you only have 1 kettlebell, that is okay. We're gonna do some things where we keep that kettlebell between 2 hands, some where we keep it on 1 side only. Either way, let's take those arms, shake them out right through here. We are gonna be working hard. So let's take it up with an I and then drive those hips to the back in the hinge. So here, straight up, and here. So if you only have 1, don't worry, we're still gonna keep the heart rate up for MetCon to get that metabolic conditioning, and we're still gonna be working your muscles hard. Let's take it out to a T with a side lunge, right here, crossing it over, right. Opening up through the shoulders, but also through those hips, right? And then one last one. We're gonna take it up to that Y, toes out, sit low in a squat. Y and squat, right here. Here. Taking it out and in. 2 more. Let's take it flat back down and then round it up. I love to warm up through the spine just so we can get ready to move right through here. We're gonna turn our bodies, tap it back, and reach. So opening up the hips. If you want, taking on a little bit of a lunge. If you need to keep it higher, up to you. Right here. And you can either hold this one right here or drop it all the way down. Take this hand here, reach it up, and take it through. World's greatest stretch. If you need to keep it high, that works too. And let's switch that here. Other side, take it back, drop it down, reach it up, and up. And join me down on the mat, either in that high plank or on your knees. Either one is fine. And we're gonna take it back, child's pose, get that stretch, and then up into the plank or on your knees. Either one to get the core warmed up, stretching through the back and the shoulders, and then popping it up to here or on the toes. And core. And let's get one more. And up. And then walk your hands back. Come back onto those feet, pedal, and then slowly round it up one at a time. All right, let's take those knees across. So, everything that we're doing today, we have 3 quick circuits, and we're gonna get it done with 40 seconds for your first round, and then we'll repeat those exercises for only 30 seconds, all right? So, a little bit quicker with both our work and our rest periods. Second time, all designed to keep your heart rate up, to keep the metabolic conditioning going, as well as getting everything moving and building strength. So the first thing that we're going to do, I want you to grab your kettlebell. If you are able, we're gonna put it on 1 hand. So I'd love for it to be offset. So it's gonna look like this. You're gonna put it in what we call the racked position. You're gonna sit into a squat, and you're gonna cross the knee for the core. If that's not right for you, you can hold it in the center here and cross to one knee, all right? But we're gonna do both sides for 40 seconds. It's gonna be getting the heart rate up. If that still doesn't feel good for you, you can take it just body weight, or you can keep that kettlebell low or high and just do your squat. You do you, be where you are today. If you're able to hold it racked in one hand, we're really gonna get the core working and we'll get that heart rate up. Join me here in 3, 2, 1. And take it across. So this sitting, kind of you think your thumb on your collarbone, right? If you need to take that opposite hand here, my left one's always a little harder. This hand out for balance can be helpful. Or again, take it between two hands. Sit low, drive up through the legs, cross for the core, right? Again, totally fine to take it here if that's better for where you are in your journey. This is about you making it challenging for you and relax. We want you to be challenged, but in a way that's good for you. Same thing, other side. So feel that heart rate up. We're already getting that MetCon. We're gonna get it done on the other side. So rack it if you can, or between two hands. Other side, squat low, cross to the knee. Down and cross right here. So anytime we rack that kettlebell, we're automatically getting a lot of core engagement, a lot of upper body as you can feel, right? But I want you to feel safe with it. So if it's pulling on your shoulder, you can bring that elbow down a bit, or again, take it between two hands, and here. My heart rate is up, I don't know about yours. Woo! And balance. And here. 3, 2, 1. Set that kettlebell down on the ground, or a heavy kettlebell. I'm actually gonna go to a little heavier. We're gonna take it to a gorilla row. So while that heart rate is up, kettlebell on the floor, you're gonna pull up towards your hip in the row, and then switch. So join me here. Core engage, drive the hips to the back, pull from the floor, here we go. So we're just alternating our rows, right and left. Pulling with those big muscles along our spine, our lats, right? And having to pull from the floor, a little bit further range of motion to work a little harder. We love it, right? Everything's gonna have a lower body and upper body and a core. Some will be right side, left side, but we're gonna get in and out, I promise. So you can tell we're still keeping the heart rate up, especially if you're working with something heavy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna take it down to a plank. Now, if you need to, you can keep this on your knees. You're gonna pull through. If you're able, up on those hands, you're pulling that weight across. Strong in the core, I want you to tuck the pelvis, wrap it in, strong up through those arms. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. So you're reaching under, pulling across. It's up to you if you wanna pull the whole kettlebell. You can also take it with a drag. Maybe that's better for you. Either way, you're staying strong in the core, not getting up into those hips, shoulders right above the wrist. Lots of things that make this challenging. One, because you're on one hand as you reach through, so you really have to stabilize. Small little rotation to get the core working hard. And we're in that plank position, upper and core. Relax. All right, team, back up to the top. All right, this time we're 30 seconds only, but a quick 15-second break. Let's start with that squat in that knee. Hopefully you're feeling that MetCon. Heart rate up. Let's do it in 3. Zip it up. 2, 1. Squat, cross to the knee. Low in the squat. And again, you can always make this just a regular squat or hold the weight between two hands. You don't have to rush this. I want you to get low with it. I want you to use the core. Even if you don't get the elbow all the way to the knee, that's okay. Even this, you're gonna get that rotation. You're gonna get that core engagement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe for a second. Woo! That's up there. I don't know about you, but I am feeling it. All right, same thing other side. 30 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Low and cross. And cross. And here. And here. Holding it here if you need to. Here we go, one more. Yes, and relax. All right, 30 seconds with that gorilla row. Pull from the back, nice good hinge position. Hold towards your hip, squeeze in the back, right and left. Let's do it. Here. I like to turn palm to the back, then turn that palm in. That helps me get that wrist and elbow and shoulder mobility working as well. Nice flat back. So if you need to take your stance a little wider, take it there. Yes. And breathe. 3, 2, 1, and relax. One more from here. Plank, pull through. Again, you can be on your knees if that feels good, or knees here, or all the way up. But let's find that good support at the top. Pull everything in, lifting up. Here we go, pull through. Can you experiment with taking it a little further out? So you have to reach for it a little bit more, right? Feel the difference in your core? Yes, you can. Halfway there. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Stretch it back. Yes, team. As we close out this circuit, that was the full circuit. We're gonna take it to a deadlift and a swing. So 40 seconds, quick breather, 30 seconds if you wanna take it to the swing. We often do the deadlift first, come up onto your feet. Heavy kettlebell if you got it, because your deadlift is your prep for it. So, soft bend in the knees, shoulders back, stand up straight, and hinge. So it's just your deadlift from here. Let's start with that. Let's do it. Here we go. Hips to the back, stand up straight, keeping the shoulder blades what we call packed, so pulled back. So I'm never letting my shoulders drop this way, right? Keeping them up, even if that means I have to bend my knees a little bit more or not go as low, right? It's totally fine just to go about mid-calf on that deadlift. That works too. Shoulders back. Yes. And squeeze. You're not hyperextending, not arching the back. You're coming up. Stand up straight. Yes. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, so shake it out. Whoo. You can do exactly that again, especially if you've never done a kettlebell swing. Check out my how to do a kettlebell swing video. Or if you're newer to this, if you wanna try it, here's what it looks like. We're gonna prep it. We're gonna power up that kettlebell using the back of our legs, our back, our glutes, our hamstrings, not our arms. We're gonna lock it out at the top. We're gonna let it drop. Power, lock, drop. Are you with me? Of course you are. The answer is always yes. We got 30 seconds here. You can always stick with the deadlift. Soft bend in the knees. Let's prep it. 3, 2, power. Drive it up, lock it out, let it drop. Use your breath. Should feel that core at the top. Again, my arms aren't lifting, and I'm not doing a squat, I'm doing a hinge. Drive the hips to the back. Yes, you can. Here we go. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let it swing before you drop it down. Catch your breath. Hands on the kettlebell or on the floor, get a little pedal of your feet to stretch out through the back. Woo! Slowly bring it up. Let's get a sip of water. I know, long first Circuit, heart rate is up. I hope you're feeling it. I know I am. Going to round 2. All right, team, so next one, we're gonna start up top, then we're gonna make our way either down to the bench or the mat. It does not matter if you use the bench or the mat. If you have a bench, use it. We're gonna get a version of a press, a circle press, and we're gonna get a leg lower for some core. What we're gonna start out with is a lunge, reverse lunge, kettlebells on one side that you're holding the weight. We're gonna step back, reverse lunge, small little rotation towards the knee, towards the hip, weight comes towards the heel, and then step back out of it. If that makes you feel too off balance, just do the lunge. Join me here, 1 foot forward, stepping back, here we go. Lunge and rotate, stand up straight. The idea is we get a little bit of rotation, which is not only getting our core working, it's also making our knees and our hips stabilize. If that's not right for you, balance. Again, you just do a regular reverse lunge or just a tap back. Maybe you're not going as low. That's okay too. Right here. Stand up straight. Yes, small rotation. It's not very big, but you're feeling that core. A lot of sneaky core today. I love to call it sneaky core. Last one. Whoo! Catch your breath. So, starting out strong with that lower body and core to get that heart rate up. Then we'll take it down for some upper and core. Lunging back, if you can get that small little rotation in, go for it. Here we go. Lunge and rotate. Stand up straight. Stepping back, hip distance apart. Again, if that's not right for you, just take it to a regular lunge. You don't have to really exaggerate that turn, right? You don't have to be all the way there. Just small with the weight. It's just enough, right? And up, right here. I think sometimes we have to turn our whole body, but we don't. We want it in the torso. We want our hips and our knees square. Yes, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, team, now we're down either on the bench or on the mat. Heavy to medium weight. I'm gonna start with this 26 and see. This is what I call a circle press, so watch me here. You've got your weight right here, and you're gonna start elbows down. You're gonna go with a little circle over the head and here. So it's not press tries, it's a more fluid circle. So you get a little bit of triceps, a lot of chest and shoulders. Now, if that doesn't feel right for you, you just do a regular press, straight up, straight down. Join me on the bench or the mat, core engaged, circle press. Here we go. Up and over, and down. And if you don't feel comfortable bringing that kettlebell over your head like that, just keep the press. I promise you that narrow grip press, just straight up and down, you're still gonna hit all those muscle groups, right? You probably feel it. Chest, shoulders, back of the arm, triceps, all that upper body push that we love. And here, yes you can. 10 seconds. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, team, so we're gonna stay down right here wherever you are. We're gonna bring those feet up. We're gonna flex the feet. We're gonna go down one at a time. Now, you can either set your weight to the side, or if you want a little extra, hold it right above your chest, push into it. That's gonna make the core engage a little bit more. So here we go, with or without the weight. Drop it down, squeeze them in. So you're using your core to control the movement, and as you pull those heels together, squeezing those inner thighs up to the pelvic floor and that deep core, and you can kind of do a little push into the kettlebell to feel a little extra, right? Right here. You don't have to go down as low as I am. Even if you just go a little and squeeze, you're still gonna feel it, right? Slowly down. Again, inner thighs pull in together, lift on the pelvic floor, push into that weight. Feel the difference, right? Last one, and relax. All right, team, back up onto your feet. We are doing it all again, starting with that lunge, Small little rotation, if that's right for you. 30 seconds only this time. Whichever one you want to start off with. I'm gonna start with my left foot forward, so if my right hand has the weight, my right leg is stepping back, with or without the rotation, 30 seconds. Let's do it. Stand up straight. Take your time, get low if you can. It's not about how fast you can do this movement. In fact, we want it slow and controlled. Right here, I like to have this hand out. Again, that helps me keep my chest open, keeps me from rounding forward. Also keeps me with balance. If you need to grab onto the wall or something, that works too. As soon as I mention balance, I get a little off balance, right? And up. Woo! There we go. There's that MetCon again. So I've tried to structure these where sometimes our heart rate is way up, sometimes we're bringing it down, we're getting those highs and lows, peaks and valleys, interval training, right? So that's what we're going for. All right, team, speaking of, other side, 30 seconds. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And open it up right here. Small little rotation. Right here. Even if you're going down to the floor, but you can feel that core working, especially on that one side. Both sides are working. Legs are working hard, right? And up. Yes. One more. Breathe. All right, team, we are back to that circle press. Again, elbows up and over. If that doesn't feel right for you, straight up and down. Then we got that core right after. 30 and 30. Come down on your back wherever you are, on the bench or on the mat. Feet can be up or down, but let's keep the core engaged. Elbows down in 3, 2, 1. And then here. You start to feel like you're pulling in your neck. Just keep the regular press, right? You can add a little extra for those triceps. They're working either way, right? Guess I should call it more of a half circle or a rainbow, right? It's not quite a full circle, but we feel it. 5 seconds, can we get 1 or 2 more? 3, 2, 1. Hang out where you are. Bring those feet up. Again, I want you to think about squeezing the inner thighs together, pulling everything up and in. If you can have the weight up top, you'll get a little extra, but whatever feels best and safest for you. Here we go. Safest and most effective. Here we go. Down. Having the weight, one, it helps counterbalance you, which sometimes can be really helpful, right? But again, if you add that little push in, having to stabilize the weight with our upper body is making our core work even harder. So we love that. Here. Yes! I know! Hi! Woo! Breathe. And relax. Hug those knees in. Oh! Back up onto your feet, team. That was circuit 2. How about we finish it out with a swing. Now, if you don't want to do the swing, you can, of course, take it to that deadlift like we did before. But if you want to do the swing, 30 seconds either way. All right, remember the swing? We're going to power it up using our posterior chain. Lock it out with our legs. Let it drop. Legs, core all the way through. Let's get it done. In 5, 4, 3, 2, swing, or deadlift. Yes, you can. Yes, ha. Take it up, drop it down. Almost there. Get that power, use your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it swing and relax. Right here, pedal those feet, catch your breath, team. Whoo, yes. All right, grab a sip of water. one more circuit. Here we go. Cheers, y'all. Woo. Getting water all over me. All right, back to the top. Here's what we got, team. We're gonna take it in what I call a side lunge shift. Now you can hand off the weight or you can keep it in one or two hands, but here's what it looks like. We're gonna take it, shift right, left, right, step it in. Then you can hand it off, right, left, right, step it in. If you'd rather keep the weight in the middle, that works too. Then we're taking it to our slinger curl, where we sling it around. You can also just use both hands to turn it. You can pick up your feet if you need to, or it's a sling. I'll show you the weights when we get there. All right, then we're gonna get some windmills. Let's get it done. Go ahead, grab that weight. Again, if you wanna hand off the weight, if you're comfortable with that. Otherwise, have it between two hands, or you can switch it in the middle. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Shift, side, side, step it in, other side. Little shift of the weight, drive the hips to the back. So it's kind of a cross between a hinge and a squat, right? We still wanna hinge those hips to the back, right? But we also wanna get low in a squat motion. Lots of core control. Again, if you wanna keep it between two hands, that might feel better for where you are. Go for it. And up right here. Last one. And breathe, relax. All right, team, so your slinger curl. What I love about this, we get core, we get biceps, we get all through the arms. It looks like this. We keep it on one side. If you can, you're gonna sling it, right? Like a gunslinger. Turn, catch it, use your core, and then back to center. You can pick your feet up, or you can pivot if that feels okay. If that weight is too heavy, you can have your hand underneath here and just go here to here, right? Hip to shoulder. You do what's best for you. Let's get it done one side and then the other. Here we go, sling it, catch, and back. Whew. I love this one because we can go heavier than maybe we normally would with a bicep curl, right? This is a 26-pound kettlebell. When I incorporate some power, I can really get that core engaged, and I can use the power to go heavier. Here we go. Right here, 10 seconds. Yes. We got 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo, right? Feel that? We're gonna get the same thing, other side. Again, you can pivot with it if that feels okay, or pick your feet up when you catch the bottom of the bell, really stabilizing that core. Other side, let's get it done. 3, 2, 1. This is one of those where I'm always surprised. My left hand feels a little better in it. And up. Again, don't be afraid if that feels different to you to keep a hand on the bottom. You can still get the power, but you get a little extra help, right? Here, turn it. Core and arms. Right here. Yes. And back. Woo! 10 seconds. Right here. Yes, you can. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Yes, team. All right, next we're going to a windmill, right side and left side. So we've got our toe turned out. You can either have the weight low or high. I'm gonna go low on the first one and go a little heavier. I'm gonna go high on the second one and go a little lighter. So this arm is up, this one is down. Here we go. Windmill and up. So it's a hinge, but it's also rotation. So it's a lot of core, a lot of obliques. Right here. And up. Right here. Turning your body as you go down the front of the leg. Again, second time through if you want on the shorter round, you can take that kettlebell high, or maybe you're somebody who loves a high Windmill, that's okay too. And up, yes. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake it out, same thing, other side. We get it done. Right through here. Shake those arms out, down, big stretch, opening it up. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Here. Push through this leg, the leg that the arm is up. You can push into that heel just a bit. That's gonna bring you up. And here. Yes, you can. This is one of those that looks easy. It looks like a stretch, but once you get into it, you feel all the different things working, right? It's a hinge for our legs. It's a bend, lateral flexion for our core. And obviously we have to stabilize with our shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, team, can we get it all again? Here's what we got. We got 30 seconds each. We're gonna side shift. I'm gonna keep it stationary the whole time. I'm just gonna hand it off. If you wanna step into it and out of it, you can. If you wanna get that extra burn, join me here. Nice and wide, 30 seconds, here we go. Shift and shift. You can just hand off between your hands. Open up, or keep it here. Again, if you need to, you can still do that 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Or if you want, keep it low and get that burn. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ha! All right, slinger, curl, 30 seconds each. Again, two-handed or one. Let's get a little power. Let's get that upper body. Let's get that core working. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. And back. Here we go. Sling it. Use the power. Your whole body is helping your biceps in this exercise and your core, right? Breathe. Ha. Can we get at least one more? Yes, you can. Relax. Set it down. Little stretch. Heart rate should still be up. I know mine is, but let's do it. Other side. In 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Catch it. Take it back. Take it up. And back. Here. Back. Right here. One more. Breathe. And relax. All right, team, so now we've got that windmill high. I'm actually gonna go a little lighter, even more than I normally do, just because my one shoulder is bothering me. But if you want, take that weight up high and you're bending from there. If you wanna keep it low, if you feel like you get better form that way, go with that. Otherwise, join me. Let's go ahead and set that kettlebell low or high. We got 30 seconds each side to close out the circuit. Here we go. Normally I use my 26 on this and my 35 when I'm low, but this shoulder especially is really bothering me today. Just a little finicky sometimes, it's okay. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it. It means I'm gonna adjust. I'm gonna use a weight that might be better for where I am today. That's what be where you are today means. And relax. Same thing, other side. All right, so get set. We're gonna bring it up. Take it down in the windmill. Zip up that core. Get set. Low or high. Here we go. You're keeping your eyes up on the bell. We call it spotting the bell. Spotting the weight the whole time. And up. Yes, you can. So close. Hang with me, almost done with this workout. Last one, and relax. All right, team, let's finish out this circuit with one more swing. You know it, you love it. You can do the deadlift if you want. The true MetCon move. We get full body strength. We get lots of metabolic conditioning. We get lots of power. Let's finish it out strong. This is it. No bonus move after this. This is your bonus move. Let's prep it back, power it up. You can do the swing, you can do the deadlift, you can get an early stretch, up to you. In 3, shoulders back, 2, prep it. Here we go, power up, let it drop. And if you're somebody who's done swings for a long time, if you're comfortable with that handoff swing, if you want that challenge, you're handing it off at the top. Always an option I give, but only take it if you're comfortable with it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, swing and relax. Let yourself drop over. You can either have your hands on the kettlebell, the floor, the top of the legs, the bench, whatever it is for you. Pedal those feet. How do we feel, everybody? I hope you are feeling good. Hold that stretch wherever you are in the back of the legs, and then slowly move your hands to the top of the legs. Roll through cat-cow into your back. You worked hard. I hope you were feeling it. I know I was. It's been a while since I've done just a all kettlebell workout. I forget how much I love it, right? Slowly bring it all the way up. Take those arms up, reach it over. I've been doing a lot of with weights workouts where we alternate between kettlebells and dumbbells, so you have options if you don't have one or the other, but it is really fun to do just a kettlebell workout, right? Plenty more where that came from. Check them out on the channel, in the app, in all the places. You can grab those arms behind. Oh, open them up. Let your head drop to one side. We're gonna keep this cool down pretty short so we can get you out of here. So of course, please make sure that you're getting some more stretching, some more mobility and flexibility training throughout your day. Not only after this workout, but throughout your week. Stretch those quads, stretch out your back, arms, all of it. Let's get one big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your Kettlebell MetCon workout. Great job, everybody.